Hello everyone, it's Shane Kanto, your Wasteland reviewer, and I'm here to review Manodrome, which is a new thriller starring Jesse Eisenberg, directed and written by John Trengove. And this particular film focuses on Eisenberg's character, Ralphie, who's 100% the inceliest of incels, whose pregnant girlfriend, played by Odessa Young, they're trying to, process the pregnancy and the relationship when he meets this mysterious man played by Adrien Brody, who brings him into this brotherhood family of men who are super manly and believe men need to rule everything and men. Yep. So, taking a step back and thinking about this film, and I'm like, this doesn't have exactly the same narrative, but really hits the big broad strokes of The Art of Self-Defense, which had Jesse Eisenberg in it, which is a lot better and a lot more interesting of a film than this one. Eisenberg, I think, does a really great job portraying this character, bringing it to life. There's definitely a lot of tension. There's complex emotions going on. And this film is much more straight thriller than Art of Self-Defense, which is thriller / really bleakly dark comedy. And Adrien Brody is a very talented actor. He plays this role fine as this cultish kind of leader, Dad Dan. And you have this whole group of sons and mix of dads and sons. You even have Ethan Suplee, who's another dad in this organization. And I think one of the challenges, this is going to be an interesting comparison. One of the reasons why I didn't love, you have Adam McKay's most recent film, Don't Look Up. One of the things that took away from that film was so many of the jokes that it was making, I'm like, I know these jokes already. They're already stale because they're already all over social media. This kind of film feels like the writing is stale because you hear these things all over social media. And then it just feels like, wow, somebody opened up Twitter and was like, ooh, that sounds crazy, and starts writing out all these things, and nothing in this seems particularly interesting, dynamic, new, or taking it from a different kind of perspective, or doing anything new with this story. And that's a frustrating aspect of it, because then it just feels been there, done that, heard this before, experienced this before, which you really have experienced a lot of this before. When it really comes down to it, this film struggles because it just does not capture anything new from its themes or ideas. It's just, hey, incels are bad. Toxic masculinity is bad. Right? Agreed? There's some moments in terms of the narrative beats of the film that this film gets quite intense and dangerous and shocking. There's some other elements like pent up, repressed homosexuality and all these different kinds of things, because they're all a bunch of men. They just love being men. They love being around men. There might not be any other kind of repressed feelings, right? And realistically, this film just never really captures its potential of this trying to tell a new story and an interesting and engaging story about this cult of masculinity. And in the end, it just all feels so familiar and ripped right from Twitter. But Eisenberg, Brody, Young at least add some strong acting to it. And I think Trengove and cinematographer Wyatt Garfield add some atmosphere and tension along the way as well. But those are my thoughts on Manodrome. Let me know what you think and let's talk some movies. But thank you as always for tuning in and supporting your Wasteland reviewer.